everyone, and I hope everyone is well. What were you saying there, Phil?
How do you turn due to volume of the boiler?
We have a very noisy machine in the background, so I feel we're indicating to me I might need to speak up. You have to let me know if you can hear me. Kyle Gulwell, how you doing? Excellent. Facebook user, how you doing? Irene Takura, how you doing? And Karen Jenkins, how are you? I hope everyone's well. I hope your week's starting good. That's our Phil. He's over there. And tonight we're going to speak to Wayne Gulwell.
Well, it's Sharon.
Who is it? It's Sharon. How you doing, Sharon? Yep. So today we're going to speak to Wayne Gulwell, and from Spirits Within, definitely. And we're going to have a catch up with him. He's been on a bit of an adventure recently, so it's great to have a catch up. Hello, Mick Day. How you doing? And evening, everyone. And here we have Wayne Gulwell. Hi, Wayne. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, good. Thanks.
Yeah, good. Thank you. We had a little chat about just before you set off on your adventure.
On the coast going down, we did. Yeah,
we did. Yeah, definitely. And you've only just got back, really, haven't you?
Got back last night.
Last night.
Yeah. So basically, just a relaxed day today. Stock up the cupboards with food and do all the household chores, tidying up, that sort of thing. Ready for my kids to go back to school next week.
Yeah, definitely. And you're getting a lot of hellos from in comments. Everyone in comments. Wayne's top guy. We always like chatting to Wayne. We're going to do more meetups.
For sure.
From meeting you and to now, lockdown's been in the middle. So
it has, definitely.
Yeah, that definitely got in there. But you've got a very nice team as well. They're really friendly as well. So it's that's nice to see. And Irene's, there we go. Hugs everyone from Irene. Hello, Irene. Spot on. So Wayne, all good. Where have you been? And you did a few lives, didn't you, as well?
I did. Yeah, I did about 3 to 4 lives when I was down south. The first one, I didn't do a live. I did it on my sub page. Was the Rectory Cottages in Bletchley, and we knew about this place throughout. We knew about growing up. You hear stories. I know other Panel Fest teams been there to investigate the place. It is a spiritual church as well, so we felt like we needed to investigate and see what is actually there. And can I say it's probably one of the best locations that I've been to do with the headphone experiment and blindfold, and probably one of the best Ouija board sessions I've ever done as well.
That's that ETIS method, isn't it? But covering your eyes, and you kind of blank out your senses, don't you?
You do, yeah.
We saw your first one, and I think we saw the last one you did as well. But just going back there, did you go somewhere where you grew up?
Yeah. I went to the Rectory Cottages, and then throughout that week, I went to on the Thursday, I believe it was. I went to a Old Parts of the Woods. I nicknamed them Sinister Woods, but for everyone that wants to know what they were called, it was called Bowbrick Hill Woods. We went there, and my God, so I don't know how to explain or what's gone on, but since being there, I felt different in myself. I feel more open, more connect. I'm not a psychic medium, so I'm not going to say that straight away. I'm not a psychic medium, not one bit. But since being there, I did a positive live with card readings, and I was giving people that I've never known, never heard of before.
Mm.
I was giving them readings, as in positive readings, but I was saying stuff that I sort of like felt to
Yeah.
say, and it sort of came out like all they said, you're spot on, you're absolutely great, and I just didn't know these people. So the woods have definitely done something in a sense to myself, and we've had one of the best configurations there as well. I think we got some pictures sent over to you.
Yeah, I must admit, I was looking at those. Yeah, I know what you mean. We're going to look at them pictures actually in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was amazing. The whole experience down south was amazing, absolutely fantastic, and plus to see my family as well. So
yeah, I mean that's a brilliant thing as well, isn't it? I mean, you get to see your family. I mean, and you're somewhere where you grew up. And were it the first time that you've done your paranormal in these areas where you grew up?
yeah. I've like I said, I've already started doing paranormal for about a year, and I've been living up here now for almost 9 years. So for me, I've never done no paranormal investigations down south. Never. Okay, I've never done nothing down there, and I felt like I was connected in a way. It just felt weird. It felt like these stories of the woods, to take the woods. We heard growing up, we heard all sorts of stories in these woods. They are nicknamed the Blair Witch Woods. They are nicknamed that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
people go missing. There's eyewitnesses of a woman dancing around a tree, giggling, and she disappears. There's sightings of a werewolf beast man figure, and he disappears. A house appears in these woods, but in different locations, yet it's described the same house. That's been witnessed in these woods. They used to hang criminals in it. Now, this is factual. They used to hang criminals in the woods for all their crimes.
Yeah. When
so
you went,
also,
so when you went, I had a look up myself, and that with criminals, that came up, and because I was thinking, wow, it's got a weird energy about that place. Just from looking at it, it looks like it's got a weird energy.
Exactly. And that's why I say, any paranormal team, if you're down that way, go and check these woods out. Just go for a walk. You don't have to do a investigation. Just go for a walk, And they got a church in the woods as well. They have a church in the woods. So it's just amazing.
So was that church on edge on a road, or were it in woods?
You have to go up. Right, so basically you go up this massive steep hill, you pass a few houses, you go in the woods, up a hill again, and then the church is there.
Well, that's
so
amazing.
It's not in like deep in the woods, but it's like near enough the edge, but it's still in the woods. So
yeah, and you've got to go through, because you were walking, and I'm thinking, wow, that's an energy about that place. And then you get to a church, and I thought, hey, that's I can imagine if I were doing that and first time and then coming across it, I'd be like, wow, this is this is amazing.
Exactly. And that's when we done we did the on subs, we did the church on subs.
Yeah.
And we did the Ouija board and then a transfiguration on subs. So it was a really good night.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to say hello to I've seen a few names: Pip, David from Texas, and Chantal Redman.
Hey, Pip.
Yeah, how you doing? And Casbar. And yeah, so I mean that build up. I mean that sounds great. You went somewhere where you grew up. Some places it was the first time you did your paranormal there. That's brilliant. I think that's really good. And that way, woods. That dog man, when I was looking it up, some have seen like they thought it were a guy. He turned around and he had like a dog-like face, and then some have just seen a big black, like a big black dog.
Yeah.
that's what I've seen when I woke up. I thought, well, that's, and it
Yeah,
seems,
so much has been seen there. So
yeah,
much has been seen there, and plus people have gone missing as well. Entered these woods and never come out. You know, it happened a few times. But like I said, as a kid growing up, you hear stories, they're tales. You know, they are, superstition. They're like fiction in a way. You know, but like I said, anything that goes down that side, you must check these woods out.
definitely, yeah. I will keep that one in mind. And like you said with that, you can't beat those local tales because we
No, you
went.
can't. No.
No, I mean we went into a pub. We went for an investigation. It started raining, so we went in a pub. Can you remember it? We're looking for because they found some old skeletons under a field, and
Oh,
Viking,
really?
yeah, Viking skeletons under a field. So we thought, no, we're going
Hanston.
something like that, yeah.
Ashton.
Something. But it was raining, so we went in pub, and then some of these old guys went, "What you up to? Not seeing you about. What you up to?" You know, got talking, and then they were telling us tales, and then I went to look them tales up on internet, nothing. They were telling us stuff what were just locally historical and you
Oh,
know
wow.
slightly tragic. And do you know what? I'd get a pen and paper out and write them down because I remember a few of them, but I know I forgot some of others. So yeah, you can't beat that. Like you said, you grew up there. You've got that local knowledge, haven't you?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so these pictures, Phil, which one's this?
Yeah, Woods.
Right, yeah. So this one's in Woods, I believe. When?
Yeah.
Right. So in comments, let us know what you think and see. I mean,
Basically, this
can
picture was this is quite weird because we was using dowsing rods, I believe, at this time, and I set up the dowsing rods. I said, "Show me yes, show me no," and so we done the dowsing rods, and it's like they were trying to guide me, and that's what they was doing. They were guiding me to walk deeper in these woods, and people were saying they could see faces, they could see a person, they could see this, they could see that.
I
And it's
can see
absolutely mental.
I mean, I can see two faces, me.
Yeah, like stuck together.
Yeah. I mean, that one there looks like it's like yawning or something, or you know, it's got an open mouth. Other one, it's like top out, top off, and more of a female, maybe more feminine, more petite kind of.
I mean,
face.
is there a double-headed woman up there that's been seen? You know, we just don't know. You know, like you do hear the stories of paranormal and supernatural where two head figures are seen dancing and doing sort of like, especially in witchcraft, you hear it all the time.
So what is that structure?
It's a tree.
It's a tree, isn't it?
That's a tree. Yeah.
Right. So is that a stump? Was a stump behind that?
No.
Where is that from? Do you know what though? They can only use nature to get through to us, and I can say one thing: I can see two faces. So that's what's got through to me. There's two faces there. That's how I look at it. I can see that one on the left hand side is quite clearly brows, nose, eyes, mouth.
I mean, people could say it probably could be pareidolia, you know, but it's down to what people think and what they feel, you know. And like I said, I took my brother with me, Kane. He's a skeptic. I took him with me, and you know, even he was throughout the night quite cautious, you know, because like, whoa, what's going on here, you know? But yeah, it was a good night, very good night.
So yeah, there's comments saying they can see so one where said they saw a child, young boy, girl. Then I can see two faces as well. Attracted to trees in somewhere. I have tons of pictures of creatures and faces, or is it pareidolia? I mean, obviously, as brains are set to pick up patterns.
Exactly, especially faces. Yes.
Yeah. Now, one thing is, if a spirit passes, it knows. It's got the same science in an energy form as us humans. So if you want so if you want to try and talk to us, I mean, using patterns is a way, I guess. So there's obviously pareidolia, but I also think, what if they use pareidolia to get in touch with us? So,
exactly that, and plus nature and energy as well. You know, energy of the land. So you got to think about it. The old place where he was, it's just one giant energy ball. So it's like the ground, the trees, the leaves, the plants, the air itself. You know, it's all energy. You know, woods are fantastic for it. You know, if there was, I didn't see no water nearby, but again, water is fantastic. So if I did find a stream, I probably would have done the investigation by a stream in the woods. You know.
Yeah. So, but the comment, it said, do you think they're attracted to trees? Well, I know at Celtic, there's a few like you're more like earth-based, pagan, nature worshiping side of things. They would say, yeah, definitely. The seat tree is half in, half out. There's roots what go into underworld, and then trunk and branches what flourish up into heaven, kind of thing. So
just ask this person where they're watching live from.
The Facebook user. Sorry that it comes up Facebook user. I don't know your name.
But where you're watching your live?
Oh from. Yeah, where you're watching your live from as well. Thank you. So yeah, pareidolia trees.
There's this one.
I mean, look at this. Yeah, let's share this one. Good. I mean, let us know what you see, guys. I know what I see. I saw it straight away.
Oh, it's like thing there, isn't it?
It's like peeking, isn't it? But again, there's that black line where air is as well. So it's like interesting pictures. But you do get these quite often as well, don't you, Wayne?
Yeah, we are screenshotters, and everyone takes screenshots and watches us, and that they are amazing. They truly are. And you know what? You'll be surprised of what you can capture. You know, we say to everybody, you know, even ones that never took a screenshot before in their lives, just capture. You know, see what you can take and see what you can bring, or what you can capture. Sorry, you know. You'll be so shocked, and when you go back and look through them, you'll be thinking, "Whoa, what's that? What's this? What's that?" You know.
Definitely, and I just want to read a comment. Chantal Raymond. Seriously, though, the trees like they are depicted in Lord of the Rings, I believe there is more truth in it than we think. Trees are more alive than we think. Guardians of nature.
And also, you about trees. Trees can be up to 1,000 years old, even older. You know, how many humans have walked past those trees in their lifetime? You know, and touched them, hugged them, whatever, you know, done rituals around them, you know, not in every tree, but some trees, you know, and you just think, what sort of energy have they absorbed in themselves, you know?
And literally caught in between those rings of life in the trunk. I mean,
exactly that, yeah.
I mean, and then we make a piece of furniture from that. It's, you know, it's yeah, you know, it can go quite a way. I mean, there's also the fact that it's amazing what they've witnessed, like in battle areas and things like that.
Exactly that. Well, yeah. I mean, blood. I mean, talk about battles. You know, when people get back in the day when they used to use swords, shields, bow and arrows, and that. If you sword someone, the blood splatters all over the trees. That's getting soaked into the tree. The tree is absorbing that energy.
Yeah.
You know, so not every tree is going to be good energy. You know, it's not always going to be great energy. It's going to be some horrible energy as well. Exactly that. You know, exactly that.
Definitely.
Is this the church?
Also, though, just want to add, when you're saying about screenshots, the people watching in comments, when you send screenshots in to Wayne, to us, you're doing a great thing. It's amazing. We really appreciate it. It's really, So I just want to add that because it is, isn't it, Wayne? It's brilliant when they do it.
It is. It is. No, I do. I love seeing people's work, and if you take screenshots from us, it is just use them for yourself. I'm not saying use them for yourself, but use them, in a way where you're like, wow, look at that. I actually caught something. Like be proud of that moment that you actually could have caught a spirit on film. Share it with us. Show your friends, show your family. That's what it's about. It's about sharing the captures that we capture from the afterlife.
Yeah, and also as well, I remember seeing one and I saw a timestamp, and I remember thinking of something at that time, and it were on lines of what it looked like in capture. It was like an animal, and we were talking about because we were near an area what were a slaughterhouse for animals, and we were talking about it around that time. The person took the screenshot and captured this like an animal looking shade in background. Still can't explain that actually. We went back to it to see if we ought to make that up, but
sounds fantastic.
Yeah, this church, Wayne, can we zoom in a bit? Nice one, Phil.
That church is in a place called Leighton Buzzard. We went there for the day. I went there with my family, and we basically just let me try plugging my phone. We went there for a day trip. Yeah, that was literally on the way back. I saw that in Leighton Buzzard. You can't get in; it's all private property. But just that picture alone was just amazing.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
So
that church, and then this were near it as well.
Yeah, that was literally at the back of the church.
That's nice. That it really is.
And that's in the church.
Right now. Yeah,
that's how it's blurred in one section.
Yeah, it's blurred in one section.
It might be a drop of rain.
It might be rain. It wasn't raining. It started spitting, I think it is, when we left. But it wasn't raining, no. But yeah, it was very. I'll have to go back there when I'm back down and do something there. But they shut the church down at about 6:30 at night, so it'll have to be like a daytime one if I did anything there.
We'll just determine whether this is a gravestone.
It's very close to that cross, though. I'll be honest with you. Go back to that picture, Phil. Yeah, let's have a look. I mean, there might be graves what are really close together, but that looks really
might be. I didn't see nothing there. I mean, we only popped in to have a quick look because we were just getting the bus to go back to my mum's. But the energy there felt really good. Like nothing bad. Just felt really calm, really peaceful, really light. It
is interesting that though.
A beautiful graveyard though. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. The castle, the church is like a castle. It's built to look like a castle, but it's a church. It was stunning.
I mean, look at that one as well. That it's just very lightly pointing out at background that gravestone.
Yeah,
that's quite. I don't know. Something just feels odd about that. Yeah, it's an interesting one. That definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's interesting how those graves are actually going into woods as well.
Yes.
So, that's comments. Hello, Mandy Bell.
Exactly that. Yeah, I totally agree, Karen. Yeah, I mean, we like our viewers to be more interactive with us. Screenshots. That's why we do experiments. The blindfold experiment. We do the flashing light experiment. Water scrying. We do the smoke box. Things like that. We do experiments so the viewers can interact. It's all about interaction. And that's this thing that we put our focus on is the interaction. We like to doing stuff. And that's why we're always asking if you hear anything, see anything, please let us know.
Let us know, definitely. David from Texas, please, if we can chat later, we'd have you on to show you pictures. because it's great, isn't it, as well, when we see other parts of the world. Like, I've never seen this area.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm part of groups where I don't even know their language. You know, I've got people that's in the Philippines or the French or, well, wherever in India. You know, I don't understand their language, but you don't need to understand the language to know paranormal. You know, you can just watch. You know, so I've joined groups all around the world, and I like just basically watching for about half an hour to an hour, just watching and see what I can pick up. You know, because you can pick up so much in different groups. You know, people do things differently. You know, so it's good. It's good to learn.
It is, and also there's a team in Philippines I watch. I can't understand them. Like you said, I don't know what they're saying, but I think where they can pretty much search on live anywhere they want in some areas. Whereas it's a bit more like restricted, and some places they go. I'm watching. I'm like, gee, and they were literally balancing on these beams on this roof. And I'm looking, and it were a right drop. And I'm watching. I'm like, I'm watching. I'm like, I couldn't do this. Well done, guys, because I couldn't do it.
You know what? When me and Ryan are out, we do like to push the boundaries. You know, like I have got up to some crazy high walls and I balanced myself. We went to a factory a few months ago where the roof or the ceiling or whatever you said could have caved in and we could have fallen 6 floors. You know, things like that.
Yeah,
it's scary. You know, so we do. But like I said, if I feel like the energy's there and I have to put myself in that sort of environment, I will do it because I need to get that evidence. I need to get, because that could have been a transfiguration. That could be an apparition that I could have caught by risking that to go over. And that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about finding that evidence. It's finding that key to prove that there's life after death. That's why we do it. You know, this is why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's same with yourselves. Phil's fallen through a wall before. I've fallen through a floor. We've done these things. One of the worst ones is down a country lane, looking for an abandoned village, and then we came head on with a tractor on a single lane road. It just come round corner, and it diverted and it knocked a tree down to get out of his way. I'm like, Phil. Yeah, I think we were both looking at each other. We need to get out of here. It was in the middle of nowhere, bottom of a valley, and it just came head on with a tractor. It was pretty scary actually. But I laugh when I get scared, so I just cracked out laughing. I feels it. There's not what to laugh about. So it's mad. I'd just like to say though, there were a few comments there. We'll definitely get back to you, David. Thank you. Chantel Redman, she saw a figure on the driveway picture.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. It's that one with that driveway. All right. Yeah. We'll get. That one. There we go. Let's have a look. Did she say top left? Oh, all right.
I would like to know how to get down there, and if I can get permission to do an investigation down there, that would be amazing.
You see, a lot of these kind of driveways, sometimes they used to lead to an old summer house as well.
Yeah.
But then summer houses were made out of stone as well. There's one near us. It's got a driveway just like that, and then this abandoned 3-floor, like you call the summer house, pretty much an house. We just thought like Lady Manor, somewhere for her to go in summer, enjoy herself, a bit of peace and quiet kind of thing. And that's a fair building. So yeah, some really interesting pictures there, Wayne. Looks like there's some good locations as well.
It was in the retro cottages though. I didn't even have a look around properly, and then as I was doing the that was a pay event. You know, we did the first hour and a half with the guests that's paid, and then I said, look, do you mind if I go on to subs and do an hour and a half on there? Yeah, this is the retro cottages here, and they was like, no, it's fine. So as we went for our break, I thought, well, why are they having their like fag break, drink break, whatever, get their energies up? Let's have a little look around. And I went into one room, and seriously, I'm not even going to joke, Phil and John. Absolutely, we found a priest hole in the fireplace. And dude, I mean, my mouth dropped. Priest holes are very hard to come by. Okay, they're very hard to find, and we found one. I've sent you some pictures with the priest hole, and it was something else. It truly was. They plastered it up so you couldn't go in or whatever. They put a plastic thing up, but to see in that priest hole was amazing. And we did an Ouija board session in that room, and my God, it was one of the best Ouija board sessions I've ever had. Like I said before, it was absolutely amazing.
That's mad. I put that up, Phil. And just what this show in that. Yeah. Is this the picture?
Yeah.
Of the... Yep.
That's the fireplace, and in the top left, that's the hole.
Top left. Ah, right. Okay. Oh man.
That little plastic thing. Yeah. That's it. That whole square there is
that square. Yeah. So the priest holes. I mean, this were a way for them to move around house if they came looking for people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can only remember seeing two. And this is in a long span of time. You don't get to see them, do you? Like you said.
You don't. No, they're very hard to come by, priest holes.
Yeah, because a lot have been blocked up. You know, this, that, and other.
And that fireplace as well. That fireplace, you can actually stand in it and look up. It's so wide once you get under that ledge bit.
Yeah.
So you can stand up and like look straight up, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. My mind was blown.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, sure, that one. Yeah. This is a picture where you've used blue light.
That's it. Yeah, that's the priest hole there. Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing.
And that blue light, they had a special switch in from the actual building. Press it up, and then they had like this light facing the hole.
Yeah.
So they obviously took care of that hole, and then they sort of like probably have tours or school kids go there or something, because they have like switches that light up certain parts of the rooms, and more like a museum sort of feel.
Yeah, that's amazing. It is, yeah. Yeah, do you know, like, what were it like going around there? Did you get any, did you pick up on anything, yourself?
Yeah. And especially in the main room, the balcony, they had like this balcony thing that we wasn't allowed to go up. And they had this like balcony in the main room, and it was absolutely amazing. I couldn't stop watching or looking up there. And then we started playing music, because the building itself, the Retro Cottages, is from, I believe, if I'm right, 12th to 13th century years. So it's quite old. It's very old. So we played music. Exactly. We played music throughout the centuries. And then we got to about 17th and 18th century, 17th and 16th. Yes, 17th and 16th century. The ball started flashing. So we put Evie, the robot, the sensor robot, on the floor, and it was moving slightly, and then it faced the flashy ball, and it wouldn't move. So that's things amazing. Like that happened.
And so there were no activity. You got to that era of music, and then that's when you saw it.
Yeah, and then things started building up. Things like building up. My mum, I'll send you a picture. She's sitting on a chair, blindfold, red all around her. because I put the red light on her, and that is probably one of the best headphone experience I've ever had. She was sitting down, and we was basically asking questions, and Jane, the one of the guests that came with us, lovely Jane, she would go for a fag break. As she said, "Can I go out for a quick fag break?" She said, my mum said, "No, stay." Right at the exact same time, she said that, "No, stay." Yeah. Right. So she answered Jane's question, and then she said, "Look up." And as we said, "Well, look up." So we looked up. Phil, John, no word. I swear to God, right? We heard footsteps. Someone walking above my mum.
That is mad.
Like we heard literally, and it's not light, it was heavy, like someone with heavy feet.
You see, I like that when that happens, because you've got these things happening, and then things happen like pretty much instantly around it. So it's like, it's like if someone wants to be cynical and go coincidence, it's like, yeah, but you're looking at too many things happening at once here. You know?
Exactly, and it all came around.
Yeah.
And it just all came together. Everything that my mum was saying, my mum was saying back. Everything that she said, like, look up, listen, and all this. We heard things moving, you know, and it's just the energy, because, we're definitely going back. I'm looking at it again.
It sounds amazing. And also, I just want to say, Kyle Gulwell, sounded like someone was wearing boots.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Someone very heavy, someone very heavy-footed.
Definitely. I mean, Chantal Raymond and David from Texas, and a few other people actually. They saw. If you go back to that, they said they thought they saw a figure peeking round.
Yeah. We was there. We took pictures. We took pictures of that hole, that priest hole. Quite a few of us did. And sitting in that room, you can just that's where my mum took the blindfold experiment. But sitting in that room, you can actually see.
Go back to that.
You can actually see faces in that priest hole. You can actually see them.
Yeah,
it's mental.
Yeah, like I saw that one definitely straight away. It's like an head to one side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I mean I saw that straight away. Definitely. And then did you say you thought it was like a child bent down?
Yeah. If you.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. It does. It looks like something crouched over.
If you just put a filter on.
So just a filter,
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like a little. Whether it's me or not, but it's like a little.
It's like something over it, stood up, like in front of it, isn't it? Blurring it out.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, great pictures and stuff. What happened on night sounds like it were pretty active as well.
It started off slow. I'm not gonna lie, it started off really slow. I was thinking, well, I'm here talking to myself, and then about an hour into it, about 45 minutes into it, once I started playing the music and doing the certain things, the energy just built and built and built. And we went outside. Actually, we went outside for we had a fag break, so I went outside get some air, and I didn't see it, but some of the people that was with me saw a white mist come out of nowhere, went across the grass, and after that, things started happening in the Rectory Cottages. You know, so it's absolutely amazing. Top night.
It's great that. And hello to Jane, and Jane was saying there, she could see that figure there as well. But just going back to that with that ETIS method, did you say it was your mum doing this?
Yeah. My mum was sitting down there. I felt that there was something out there. That's why I did it. And I said, look, sit down here. Let's put the headphones, blindfold on. Who wants to do it? My mum said she would do it. So, okay, fair enough. And literally right above her, where she's sitting now, right above her, we heard people or a person walk. And we got the whole place to ourselves. There was no one there on that night. We had the whole building to ourselves.
Would it the kitchen in background or something?
No, in the background. So basically, yeah. So you come in into the room. You go out of that room. That door next to my mum is another room that you can do, but it's too close to the room that you were in, so we really couldn't do much there.
Yeah.
At the back of my mum, on the left side, you go for another door. That's the room with the fireplace in and the priest hall. On the right side, that door was locked. It's not like their offices. And then you got the banisters. You go down just at the side of my mum on the left. You go down. You got the toilets, men's and women's, and then you got a little sink with cups and stuff. You want to make like tea and coffee and stuff. There wasn't much of a kitchen there.
I just picked up kitchen for some reason.
There is a lot of kitchen sort of thing there, but it's not a big kitchen. No.
Go back to that shade behind that person. I didn't know you were going to take it off. So yeah, your mum were doing that. You heard like footsteps. I mean, no, that red one. Yeah. There's quite clearly a figure like blurring out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite interesting. And also, it's not a solid thing, is it? Because whatever's in background is you can see through it at the same time. People have seen that as well. So yeah, I mean that is interesting. And did you take that? You said you took that picture because you heard noises as well.
We heard noises and stuff. We thought, well, let's take a few pictures down there and see what's there. Yeah. But that was above my mum. That was literally above us. We heard noises. So
that's great.
Weird, absolutely weird, but a fantastic night.
Yeah, and I bet you will be going back. Yep. No, thanks, Will. No, I mean, definitely. It's somewhere I want to go now.
That's the one I think Chantal said that she saw someone peering.
Yeah, you see, on that, can you see there's like a little silver thing in there as well on the side? Yeah. I found that interesting.
But there's that there now.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, some great pictures, Wayne, and it sounds like some great activity as well.
Yeah. I mean, we had a few EVPs as well that I took. Most of them were like next to nothing, and that is one of my favorite Transfiguration pictures ever. Wow.
Yeah, there's like a mist shape around his face, around his head.
Yeah, well, that to me,
that's like hair flowing.
That to me, that picture there, when I look at that looks to me like satanic.
Yeah, because it looks like little arms.
Well, I think it's a bit like it's got a few horns. Oh, I'm not saying like more like a griffin. I would say a griffin or. And is it an imp?
Yeah, I get you on that. Yeah.
Like a small bat feature.
Yeah.
But my focus is actual Casey herself there, her face. Her eyes were closed by doing this. She's got horns on her head. Right? And she's got a mustache coming through.
Yeah,
right.
It's an interesting, very interesting picture. That. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I got. I feel something bad was coming through. I honestly do reckon something really bad was there. The whole mood switched.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, even people in comments and have put. This seems different energy-wise to others, but at the same time, there was that shadowy picture, weren't there? That shadowy image behind your mum.
Yeah, this is a different place. This is a different place. Yeah. This was that shadowy picture. That one with my mum was at Richard Cottages. This was on subs, after doing all the woods. So this is actually the church in the woods.
Ah.
Well,
This was
it's
taken.
a different energy altogether, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, you can tell. That no, it is. It's a good picture. It's just a good picture. That. Yeah. No, I like it. But yeah, so did your team have a good? You had a good time then?
We did, yeah. I mean, it wasn't all ghost hunting and paranormal investigations.
Oh, no.
I did do a lot of stuff with my mum and my family. You know, we did like a barbecue. Yeah, we did the barbecue. We did a film. We had a film in the background. We had a film on a projector, and just really chill. Like, it was mainly just spending time with my family. 3 years I haven't been down south with my whole family, like my wife and my kids. My kids haven't been down south in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So I just took time for them and do stuff. I went out pool with my father and my brothers and my sister's brother partners. So we went out playing pool and had a really good time, you know, really feel that energy that I was losing, you know, because before I went, Phil, I'm not going to lie, and I'll say, and John, before I went, I'm not going to lie, I mean, I was almost thinking about quitting and not doing paranormal investigations. And it got to that point where I'm thinking, this is not going where I want it to go. So why should I carry on? And going down south and feeling that energy and getting that new life sucked into me in some way, it made me want to carry on. And now we got a live this Friday. We got a live this Friday at 9 p.m. because we're making some changes within the team, and we're making some positive changes. And I know most people, well, not most, but some people won't like them, but they got to understand that we've got to do what's best for us. We've got to do what's best for us and the team, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what's best for us, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, you've got comments of support there. Jane, oh yeah, it was so sad to see you like that. And then David from Texas, don't quit your passion. And yeah, Wayne, I'll be honest with you, me and I feel we've been in it for a while. And do you know what? It is what you did is the survival tip. Take a break take a break when you need to.
Exactly. I mean, you know how hard it's been for us. You know, in this year's been awful. You know, we deaths within the family. You know, that's really knocked me back. Then you got Helen left us, that rocked the boat a little bit. You know, really thinking, well, what's this about? Then COVID hit my family. I had COVID. My wife had COVID, and my whole children had COVID, and it really knocked us back a bit, you know. And we're thinking, we went for like 4 months. I mean, my summer holiday is, well, half of it, if not 4 weeks of it, was in lockdown because of COVID, you know. So we've not had that break. We've not had that get out there. And that's why my mind went, oh, what's the point in this? You know, and that's why I end up being disheartened in a way, you know. So going down south has really brought a hunger back, and it really brought that spark back. And you know, we are a small team, and I always think that we're a small team, you know. And
I think it's good what you've done, and and you're good at talking, you're good at you're someone that'll go, oh, look at that, that's interesting how that works. You'll ask about it, you'll try it. That's great.
I will, I'll try anything from paranormal, anything,
And it is like that, and you've got to have a break every now and again. Me, I feel as actually, when we do have a break, we usually do something else, kind of like connected to paranormal, but just in a different area, and then we end up just like going into that a bit. It's like over lockdown, we didn't do any lives, but we've got a few backed up investigations, haven't we, Phil, on video, and we'll just play them live and go through them. And but we did do them. We didn't do any lives at the time, but it's because we had his own bubble going on. We thought, let's do an investigation, but we thought will not go live, you know, at the time. So, you know, we did everything to, you know, to how you should. It's just, it were at a time when lives weren't really, you know, should we do it or not, you know. So yeah, we pre-videoed them, didn't we? So yeah, I mean, yeah, having a break is good. And like you said, Wayne, which you're right. When you've done that thing and it's been a bit of a change, it zaps energy back. That's it, definitely. But no, I think what you do is great. You've got a good team, and yeah, it's I appreciate you coming on as well.
Definitely. Always. Like I said, you know, you and Phil, and other panel teams like Leslie, and you've always been there for the chat. You've always been there for that support, you know, and that's why we're grateful for, you know, we truly are grateful.
Oh yeah, thanks, bud. Yeah, same, definitely. Yeah, put that image up, bro. Oh, what's going off here?
That is interesting.
It is. Yeah, Wayne, this is a location I want to go to.
Well, if you're interested, I can pass you the number over and talk about it a bit more. Definitely.
Yeah, and if you're nipping back down, might.
Well, I've got a team down south. I've got Spirits Within Paranormal South now. We've got two teams. We've got Spirits Within Paranormal North, is where I am. I'm doing this team up there. And then down south, you got my mum, my sister, my brother, and my brother's partner. That's part from Spirits Within Paranormal South. So we could probably sort something out. Probably you guys go down and you can meet up with them, and they can, because they've been there. You can go there with them.
Yeah, no, that's great. Definitely. Yeah. No, I'll have a chat about that, definitely. And yeah, and Chantal Raymond, American Ghost Project, and does live footage reviews. So much fun. Yeah, that's what we did one a few days back, and it was great because you get to go. It's like that what you were saying. It's great, that interaction with people in comments and watching. You know,
it is. It's amazing, and like I said, I love watching other teams as well. I think other teams that do as probably as better work as we do. I love watching their experiments. I love watching how they go about things, you know, because you pick up, you learn, and it's all about learning from each other. It's all about being there and supporting each other, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Kylie Goodwell, I'm up for that. There you go. All right, excellent. So yeah, no, it is. It's I mean, we learn so much off each other. It is amazing, and yeah, no, it's great that way. So have you got anything planned?
No, just we got a meeting tomorrow night within the team. It's going to be quite a long one about changes coming to the team. We've got a few ideas. We'll put them towards them. Then Friday, we've got a live to explain what those changes are. Hopefully, maybe a few new members, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah.
And then over the weekend, nothing much. I'm going to someone's. I'm going to another paranormal team's house to have a bit of food, a bit of drink, and a chat. And another paranormal team's coming along as well. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good night. Networking, as they say.
That's good.
And that's it. We're not doing nothing else throughout the weekend. And I'm back on it from Monday. Monday is when we're back doing what we do. So I'll find out hopefully Sunday night what we're doing for the rest of the week going forward next week. But like I said, you know, I'm back as my energy's great. I am going to be more outspoken about topics and stuff. There's stuff going on in the paranormal world at the moment that's quite upsetting me and upsetting others. So I'm going to be me. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm passionate about the paranormal. I love the paranormal. And if I feel like someone's mugging it or doing something that's not right, I would talk about it. You know, I'm going to be more opinionated. And it's all about our own personal opinions. You know, we can have opinion and still be friends in a sense, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And it's got to be about that, hasn't it? I mean, there's opinion, speech. Yeah, you've got to. Yeah, and you've got to use it. And it's like you said, it's about being yourself as well.
Exactly.
You got to, isn't it? You know,
you've got to be true to yourself. You know, you've got to be true to yourself. You know, I'll probably do a bit of positive readings next week because I'm always about the positivity and stuff like that. You know, but I will try and get out for a few pound investigations next week and have a great time. Have a really good time.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, there were comments up top that said it's Wayne and his team, ones that have built confidence to interact with streams. Would never have dared do that before. Thanks, team.
Claire,
You're welcome.
I see Facebook user. Is that Claire?
Yeah, I see Facebook user as well. So
yeah.
Oh, Claire, is that Claire Tuckwell?
Yeah,
I think it might be because then next one.
Oh, Claire Tuckwell.
Oh, you're welcome, babe.
Kylie, is that Claire Tuckwell?
Right,
just wait for that comment. Because,
yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes. Well, Claire Tuckwell is on TikTok, and I got her on there, and I watched some of her TikToks. You know what? This girl is absolute, or this woman, should I say? She's not a girl, a woman. It's absolutely fantastic. You know, like many of our followers and all that. You know, they come along and they're like, can't do this, can't do that, can't do this. Oh, I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't. And you know what? You can do it. You have the ability to do whatever you through what people think of you. Okay, all the haters and all that, all the negative people, they don't matter in your life. You do what's best for you. If you want to be loud, proud, go out there with your smile and be as loud and crazy as you want, do it. Who cares what people think?
Yeah.
You know?
And there's a good strength to that as well, isn't there? There's a good strength to doing that. When you see someone doing that, you just think, well done. You keep going. Go on. Get on with it.
Exactly that. So, yeah, well done, Claire.
Yeah, well done. Definitely. I mean, we were in it for a while, in paranormal for a while before we even did a live or anything, because it was the same. Like, oh, I don't know if I like doing live. I don't know what to do. Like, you know, you think all these things, and then we just decided to do them. So it's like, yeah, I totally get what you mean on that. Definitely.
Good for you, John Phil. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
And we love it. I love talking to people. It's great. And yeah, so yeah, you see, it's a lot of positive effects on people. Because then I think Sharon up top. Did Sharon set the same? Sharon was the same one. The team has been so good for me. I may sound like team amazing. Each and every one of them. Also the sports and viewers. So yeah, Sharon Gowell's got. She was saying same as Claire, and yeah, she thanks team and being part of it, and again supporters and viewers definitely. Yeah.
And that's what I want to say. You know, these teams out there that go for drama or do things that are good or anything, all these teams, you got to understand that you're in the social media eye. You're going to have an impact on people's lives, you know, without even realizing you're going to be changing people's lives for the better or worse, hopefully for the better. But you got to be careful as well of how you speak, how you do, what you say. You know, people are delicate, people are fragile. You know, you don't know what's going through their mind or how they are as a person. You just got to be very, very careful in what you do, because you're not say a role model, but you're in the public domain. You're in the public eye. You know, people are seeing you. You know, you got to put that good act on. If you do anything bad, you know, or offend someone or do like that, you know, you don't know how that person's going to take it. So you got to be thinking of other people at all times.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and everyone in comments right now is that welcome with us anytime. So yeah, because and you're right. You can only take one thing, and so even some of the strongest people, what seem to be the strongest people, that's that one thing. Yeah, it can get to them, you know. And everyone can be delicate in a way. So yeah, and it's good how you did do things on mental health as well. That was
we did, yeah. But like I said, things might be changing on that front. So we've got to wait until Friday to see what I say.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And but I thought it was good. It was good because it was brought up, and yeah, I think you did a good thing there, definitely. So yeah, thanks Wayne for joining us, and
you're welcome anytime, guys.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have catch-ups if that's all
Need
right.
out. Need you, me, Leslie, Bill, whoever else needs to get out and do our investigation.
Yeah, we're going to be meeting up definitely. We've got a couple of things coming up actually. We're going to that hotel, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to an hotel to do an investigation, and we've got a few others built. Leslie Hudson. So yeah, we've got a few things coming up, and we're going to be meeting up with you guys if as soon as we can sort that. So yeah, look forward to it.
Can I do a few little shout outs?
Definitely. Yeah.
Can I have a massive shout out to Paranormal Newcastle, Kaylee Woods and her team. She finally got her car, so she's out now doing bits. It's been months, I think about a month or so since she's been out. We actually sponsor each other. We're like in a sponsor partnership. We support each other. Yeah. So more like a supportship. So massive shout out to Kaylee Woods and Paranormal Newcastle. Also Seeking the Unknown as well. Top team. Just went to Scotland this weekend. Done a tour there. So a massive shout out. There are other teams as well. Silent Beyond the Grave and Tony and his team. Spirits of the Afterlife. Again, top team. And plus you guys, Ridge Red X and Team Spirit Paranormal. Again, fantastic. And there's so many other people, but like I said, I can't name them all, but they know who they are.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's great. And thanks, bud. And yeah, everyone, Spirits Within, great guy, great team. Follow his stuff. Yeah, you've always got stuff happening, going off. They've been away. You came back last night, and he's there. He's already got the plans in his head, and they'll be getting discussed soon. So yeah, this guy's always got plans, and that's good. So yeah, it's great to see. It's great to see. And like someone said up top, keep up that enthusiasm. Yeah, just be you, and definitely enjoy it, guys. So yeah, it's great to see. So that's all from me. Thank you to all viewers, commenters. Thanks for coming on tonight. Thanks for Wayne for being here and his team. And yeah, we'll look forward to catching up again.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Yep. Bye, Sharon, and thank you, everyone. And yeah, talk later.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye, guys.
Bye.